Welcome to the next critical step in the product journey, concept development and validation. Up to this point, we have generated a pool of ideas. Now it's a time to narrow down, shape, and test those ideas to find the ones worth pursuing. This phase turns fuzzy ideas into actionable, testable product concepts. We are not jumping into design or development yet. Instead, we are bridging the gap between inspiration and execution by creating concepts, artifacts that are clear, valuable, and aligning with user needs. So, how do we turn a raw idea into a solid product concept? Let's say you brainstorm the idea of a budget tracker for gig workers. The next step isn't building the app. It's about defining why, what, and for whom. We'll clarify the problem it solves, understand who it's for, define the core experience, and think about how it fits into the market. Think of this as creating a pitch or blueprint that helps your team, stakeholders, or investors understand and buy into your vision, even before a single line of code is written. Let's now break down how we go from idea to validated concept step by step. The first one is defining the vision. Start with clarity. What problem are we solving? Who is it for? And why does it matter to them? This is where your empathy map, market gap analysis will come in. Use them to craft a clear product vision, one that's user focused, not tech driven. Yeah, there are a lot of examples and we'll discuss as we go on. Second is user centric approach. Make sure user is at the center stage. You understand the user, you have already empathized the user, you have done user research as well previously. Think about that. Creating a concept statement. A concept statement is a short focused summary. It typically includes the target user, the problem, your proposed solutions, the benefit or value. Let's take an example. For freelance professionals who struggle to manage unpredictable income, our app offers a simple way to track earnings, visualize expense, and receive AI-based saving advice, helping them to gain control without financial jargons. This is one example concept statement. What it says. Think about it. It is saying, giving you a clear picture about the concept. Next is visualization and storytelling. Now bring the ideas to life. This could be low fidelity sketch, wireframe, storytelling, or even a narrated user journey. The goal isn't to perfect the UI, but to show how the concept works for the user. You can use Figma wireframe. You can do the HTML5, just HTML programming to create the prototype, or based upon the need, based upon the situation. If there's a physical product, you can create some paper, hardboard prototype to check that. The next one or the fifth one is documentation and concept repositories. Capture your concept detail in a shareable, organized way. Either it's a concept brief, target persona, use case, assumptions, risk. You can use tools like Notion, Confluence, or even shared in Google Doc. Why this is required? Because concept validation needs collaboration. It is not that one person is deciding, it's deciding in collaboration. If your concept is lives only in your head, it can't evolve. If you start writing that, documented that, definitely it will evolve. The next thing is validation. Test your assumptions behind your concepts. Conduct user research, user interview, run simple survey and polls, build a clickable prototype, use landing page experiment or a smoke test. You are looking for a signals of interest, intent, and concerns. Next is refinement based upon the feedback. Revisit your concept statement, adjust feature, value propositions, personas, prioritize problems, what understand what user actually cares about. It's a normal. Change is normal and necessary for your concept to evolve at this stage. And importantly, the resource allocation. Once you have validated concept, start planning what is the smallest version. You can call it MVP, minimum viable product. You can build. What is skill, time, budget you will need? What matrices will define the success? This helps you move on from idea to concept to build ready plan. All right. Some of the tools which I shared during these slides, we will explore as we go on. Once your concept is defined, it is time to test how it lands with real users, not just your internal team. Here are 5 powerful techniques to gather feedback and validate early. The first one is surveys and questionnaires. It's a quick, scalable, and easy to distribute. You can use SurveyMonkey, Google Form, Typeform. A lot of tools are available for that. You may ask your target user, how do you currently manage your budgeting? What's your biggest frustration? Would you use an app for this purpose? All right. And make sure you are keeping it short. I would say under 10 questions. If there are more than 10 questions, people will not be filling that with that passion, or like you may not be able to get the larger audience. The second is focused group. Focus group bring 5 to 10 potential users together to discuss the concept. Right? Like for a student productivity app, gather college student and explore how they manage their time and what tools they currently use. Use this to capture rich insight, reactions, and perceptions you might miss in one-on-one interviews. And the third one is interviews. This is the gold, where you can deep dive with the user one-on-one. It's a deeper than survey, more flexible than focus group. Focus group, you have agenda, you are discussing around that, but here you can deep dive some of the aspects. Ask open-ended question. Let people explain their challenges in their own word. Do not try to rephrase their word. Let me give you an example of the question. Walk me through how you manage your last freelance stuff. What worked, what didn't work? It's an open-ended question. If you are creating an application for freelance work, it will definitely open up a lot of things from the user point of view. The next is prototyping. Prototyping is a simple clickable version of your product. Like you can use tools like Figma or Marvel. You can share the multi-screen demo to the real user. Let user interact with it and observe what confuses them or excites them. Next is A/B testing. It's a perfect when you have a landing page or early version live. Test two versions of value propositions, button text, visual design, and realize that how user is behaving or what is the engagement with the version A or version B. Right? So keep these two type of things, utilize these tools for the concept testing and feedback gathering. Believe me, since you are doing the feedback concept testing here, it will be really helpful and will save a lot of dollar for you.